Hello, sweet one, and welcome to your practice. My name is Liz, and I am so grateful that you are joining me. Today's practice I have called Unwind because this practice is designed to help your nervous system calm down, to help you calm down, rest, digest, heal, repair, create. And so what we're really doing is unwinding this tension, this striving, this gripping, and we're dropping back into the body, into the breath, and bringing our nervous system into a state where we can actually be more creative, more productive, and really nourish ourselves on every level. We're going to start on our backs, so come to lie down. Now this technique is called adrenal draining, and it was developed by one of my teachers, Ian Finn. So we're going to work towards drawing the thighs in towards the chest. There's a few variations for people who may not find that posture to be accessible or comfortable. So one option is that you would actually spin around and you could place your feet on a wall. So the feet would be pressing into something, and the deeper you want the thighs in towards the chest, the closer you would move to the wall. For some of us, we'll just stay where we are on our mats and maybe just take the hands behind the thighs. So you can start here, leaving quite a large gap between the thighs and the belly. Some of you may feel called to draw the thighs a little closer in towards the chest. You may even be able to wrap the forearms around the shins. From here, you may choose to close the eyes or maybe even just rest the gaze in a single point. And check that the back of the head, the shoulders, the length of the spine right down towards the pelvis, everything is planted into the earth. So there's no striving. You're not curling away from the earth to reach farther. Instead, you bring your full attention to your back body. Notice the places where it connects down to the floor beneath you. And sink down into that support. Check in with the expression on the face and just notice if you can soften it. Soften the jaw, the brow, the temples. And from here, sweet one, you're going to start deepening the breath. So as you breathe in, you're going to send the air right to the base of the lungs, as deep, as full as you can. And then with the exhale, long, full, slow exhale. And then again, as you breathe in, you start to expand front ribs, side ribs, back ribs, start to move under the breath, followed by long, slow exhales. Now with this inhale, imagine you're growing taller through the torso, so reaching the sit bones and crown away from each other. And then with the exhale, can you imagine the adrenals, so that area in the back, low ribs, just below the ribs, sinking into the earth. And then again with the inhale, lengthen torso and now expand through the side ribs, open with breath. And with the exhale, feel the earth beneath you and sink down into her support. And again, you're going to fill up with breath. And then you're going to clear out, soften the body, sink down. few more rounds of breath like this. We'll stay for about another minute. So already, can you start to use your awareness, use your breath to unravel the energetic knots in the body? As you breathe here, every inhale brings a little bit more movement through the rib cage. The diaphragm descends a little closer towards the pelvis. And every exhale, there's a deeper surrender, a letting go, a sinking, a trusting, a dropping down towards the earth. And then as you are ready, sweet ones, you can start to release the shins if you've got them bound and place the feet back down onto the earth. Just a little bit of unraveling here. You're going to make a robot shape with the arms, so bend at the elbows, palms face each other. As you inhale, start to peel the low back, middle back, maybe even part of the upper back away from the earth, yawn open through those hip flexors. And then with the exhale, ripple the spine down. Just two more like that. Breathe in, lift the pelvis skyward, open the front body. And then exhale, undulate through the spine, coming down bone by bone. One more. Can you feel into the spine as you move? Match the breath with the movements. With the exhale, ripple everything down. Find that grounding, that earthing. From here, open the arms wide into a T shape. We're going to take the knees together over towards the left. They don't have to stack perfectly. You may even place a block or a cushion between the knees if that feels a little bit better. Some of you may feel called to start drawing the knees up a little bit towards the chest. And breathe out. Option to stay here. If your body's inviting it, you might extend the right leg long and catch the outer edge of the right foot with the left hand. And breathe out together, exhale. Breathe in, expand right side body. Breathe out 3. Breathing in. Breathe out 2. Breathing in. And breathe out 1. If you caught that right foot, release it. Come up through center. And then we're just going to switch sides. So this time allowing the knees to come towards the right or just opposite of what you did last time. Again, some of you may leave the knees farther away from the chest. Or if you feel called to, you start to draw the knees up and in towards the chest. Now option to stay there, or some of you may feel called to extend the left leg long and maybe catch the outer edge of the left foot with the right hand. And breathe out there. Take a full breath in, expand left side body. And with the exhale, see if you can just sink and unravel, drawing that left shoulder blade a little closer to the earth. And then breathe in. And as you exhale, imagine an invisible hand drawing that left hip down and away from that left shoulder. Another breath in. And out. Where can you soften? Breathing in. And surrender. One more, breathe in. And clear out. The The bottom of that exhale, unravel. Coming back to center. You might just draw the knees in for a moment, slight rocking side to side. And then stretch the body long, full body stretch. And then from there, you're going to roll towards one side and press up towards a seat. We're going to come towards Gomukhasana, cow face pose. Now, I want you to really listen to your body here and make sure there's no discomfort in the knees as we move. So you're going to draw the right knee in, keep the left leg long to start. I want you on the front edge of your sit bones. So for some of us, that might mean sitting up on a block or a folded blanket and walking your sit bones to the edge so you feel like you're tipping forward. So keep sitting tall on the sit bones, draw the right knee in, and then take the foot and the knee and let's just rock side to side just a few times. Bring some attention into that right outer hip, just letting it know that we are safely going to move into a shape to help open and soften this area, to move any energetic blockages that we might be holding there. Now from here, we're going to start to cross the right foot across to the left side of the body. Over time, the knees will start to work to stacking, but you don't have to be there right now. So just over time, working the knees towards the midline. Option one, you're going to stay here. Keep that right foot flexed so the ankle is nice and strong there. Some of you may feel called to bend into that left leg, drawing the left heel to the outside of the right hip. Now from here, you might shift the hips up and just move them over to the left an inch or two. You want both sit bones grounding down towards the earth. So if that right sit bone is lifting, you might sit up on a block. First, let's just breathe here. Inhale, find your length. And exhale, clearing out. Inhale, rise up out of the pelvis, grow tall. And exhale. Now notice if that right outer hip is screaming at you, maybe you've gone a little bit too far, maybe you back off. A few of you might feel called to join me in a little bit of a twist here. So what we're going to do is take the left hand to the outer right thigh. Now keep drawing the right sit bone back and grounding it down. And you're going to pull that left hand into the thigh and press the thigh into the hand. Take an inhale to rise up. And then exhale, maybe you start to rotate the chest. Now you'll notice here most of the stretch is in the outer right hip. So we're working into the lateral side body. So it's more about opening through that hip than wringing out through the chest. So keep the shoulders broad, keep the chest full. Let's breathe out together there. Exhale. Breathing in. Breathe out 3. Breathing in. Breathe out 2. Breathing in. And exhale, de-rotate for a moment. You can look left. And then you're going to unpretzel the legs wherever you are, whatever variation. Take the feet down about as wide as the mat. And just for a moment between sides, just allow the knees to move like windshield wipers. Just yawning out the body. So you're moving in a way that feels good here to kind of flush everything out. You might even exaggerate and exhale if that was quite intense or if you felt some energy shifting inside of you. Clear it out with the breath. And then, sweet ones, as you are ready, we're going to come back into Gomukhasana on the other side. So again, let's just start with the legs extended. I want you slightly on the front edge of your sit bones. So if you need to, sit up on a block or a blanket and walk your sit bones forward so you feel like there's a slight tilting forward. What we don't want is rounding backwards. So you can bend the knees if you need to. Sit up on something if you need to. As you're ready, draw the left knee in this time, or opposite of what you did last time. We're going to take the foot and the knee and just gently rock through the shin. Just sending this message to that outer left hip. Hey, we're coming to gently open through this space, to clear out, to let go. So there's no rushing through this process. As you're ready, you're going to start to move the knees towards stacking. So left foot comes to the right side of the body. And over time, the knees are going to start to make their way towards the midline. The left ankle is flexed, so make sure that that foot is active. Now, option to stay here. Some of you may also feel called to bend into that right knee. Make sure both sit bones are grounded down. You might lift the hips up, shift them over to the right an inch or two, and then land them down. Notice though, if you've started to roll backwards, you've gone too far. We got to stay on the front edge of the sit bones. Lift up, grow a little taller through the torso. And breathe out there. Take a full breath in. And then soften through the body. And really tune in, check in. Is this posture available to you right now? Are you striving for a shape, or are you tuning in to open and nourish your being? So some of us will stay here lifted. Some of you may feel called to move towards that twist. So you're going to take the right hand onto that left thigh. You're going to move the left sit bone back and really ground it down. The left knee is moving in the opposite direction of that left sit bone. You're going to press the right hand into the thigh and then press the thigh into the hand, and you'll feel this outer left hip light up. And then you're going to breathe. Let's exhale together. Breathe in. Keep broadening the shoulders, breathing out. Inhale, see if you can grow a little taller, reach up through the crown. And clear out, surrender, soften the face, the jaw. 3 more breaths together, breathing in. Breathe out 3. Breathing in. Breathe out 2. Breathing in. With your exhale, de-rotate, a slight rotation to the right. And then again, take the hands back, unravel the legs from whatever shape you chose. And then just allow the knees to flow side to side. Tune in. Check in. What will nourish you here? All right, from here, we're going to extend the legs long. Again, make sure you're on the front edge of your sit bones. And you can always work with bent knees. From here, you're going to inhale, prepare, lift and lengthen through the torso. Imagine there's a hand on your head and you're pressing up into it. And you might stay there. Or some of you might really tilt the pelvis. So you're starting to bring the front edge of the pelvis towards the earth. And you may start to weave your way forward, but keep that long, strong torso. Keep everything integrated. Again, imagine that hand and press into it even as you weave your way towards the earth. And I really love to bring just a little bit of a sway as I make my descent towards the floor. And you might even press the fingertips into the floor to slide the sit bones back. Keep reaching the crown and sit bones in opposite directions. Let's join the group breath. Breathe out. Breathing in. Breathe out 3. Breathing in. Breathe out 2. Breathing in. And breathe out 1. The inhale, walk yourself back up. If you folded, you're going to draw the knees in, cross the ankles, plant the hands, and just step back to downward facing dog. And in this down dog, feel free to pedal out through the feet, shake out the head, flutter the lips. Like, what if you could actually just physically shake out, move out whatever energy is feeling stuck, wherever you feel stagnant, bring movement, bring breath, bring your awareness, and infuse these areas with life. Now from here, lovely ones, we're going to walk the right hand back a foot or 2. You're going to bend into the right knee, so the elbow and knee start coming towards each other, and then really press out and open through the left side body. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out 3. Breathe in. Breathe out 2. Breathe in. And breathe out 1. Replace the right hand. And then we're just going to switch sides. So walk the left hand back a foot or 2. Bend into the left knee. So the elbow and knee are coming towards each other. And then really extend out and open through the right side body. And breathe out. Breathe in. Bring space between the ribs. Breathe out 3. Breathe in. Breathe out 2. Breathe in. And breathe out 1. Replace that left hand. Take an inhale, send the right leg up, look to the hands. And exhale, step the right foot through the hands, lower the back knee down. Now you're going to scissor the hips, draw the right hip back, drive the left hip forward. An option to take the hands and just interlace them on the front thigh. Or maybe you feel like you want to open the arms wide. Peel open the heart center and breathe out. Breathing in. And exhale, really press down and back through that left foot. And inhale, draw the sternum forward and up. Exhale. 2 more breaths here. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And exhale, you're going to draw the hands back towards the heart center. Take the left hand down under the left shoulder. You're going to roll onto the pinky toe side of that right foot and let the knee start moving out to the side. So setting up for lizard pose. Now option 1, you're just going to stay right here. Make sure that ankle is flexed and supported. Inhale, reach the crown forward. Exhale, engage the belly. Start to rotate the chest to that front thigh. Some of you here may feel called to open the right arm out towards the right. And maybe you bend into the left leg and catch the foot. Breathe in, fill up. Breathe out 1. Breathing in. Breathe out 2. Shoulders away from ears. Breathe in. And breathe out 3. Release the back foot if you've got it. Hands will frame that right foot. Step back. Downward facing dog. Take a full breath in. And out. Breathing in. And out. Inhale, left leg lifts, look to the hands. And exhale, step that left foot through. Lower the right knee down. Anjaneyasana, our low lunge. Again, you're scissoring the hips, so draw the left hip back, right hip forward. So you'll feel a little bit of buoyancy through the pelvis. Keep that lift option to interlace the hands on the front thigh. Stay here. Some of you, keeping those hips square, may start to sink down. Maybe you start to peel open through the heart and breathe out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Really press down and back through the right foot this time. And as you breathe in, can you lift the pubic bone forward and up? And can you lift the sternum up towards the ceiling for 3, for 2, and 1. With the inhale, come back through center if you've sunk down in the hips. You're going to place the right hand under the right shoulder. It can always come onto a block. You're going to roll onto the pinky toe side of the left foot and start to externally rotate that left thigh. So the left toes are pointing up towards the left top corner of your mat. And you might just stay here. Some of you might start to bend through that back leg. Maybe breathe in, peel open through the left arm, and maybe you can catch the foot. Take a full breath in, peel open through the heart. Breathe out 1. Breathing in. Breathe out 2. Breathing in. And exhale, release. Left hand comes down, tuck the right toes under, send the hips up and back, downward facing dog. One last pedaling out through the feet, shaking out. Fluttering the lips, whatever you need to do to release. And then from here, sweet ones, we're going to come into child's pose. Your choice if you want the knees together or wide. Arms could be forward or back. And we're going to come into a Brahmari breathing technique. So the black bumblebee breath, which is simply a humming exhale. So forehead is pressing into the earth or onto stacked hands or onto a block, but make sure the forehead's pressing into something. And you don't need to wait for my cue. You're just going to inhale, expand as deeply as you can, breathe into the bottom back ribs, and then hum. And again, 4 more rounds. And stay here with a full breath and just feel into the afterglow of that vibration you've created. Through your sound, your movement, your breath. What have you made possible by taking this pause? As you're ready, sweet one, you're going to start to just easily transition to Shavasana. Coming forward and just rolling onto your back with as little distraction as possible. as you find a comfortable position to rest into, just as you did at the start, bring some attention to the places where your body connects down to the floor beneath you. And sink down into this support. Feel into your body and relax it. Feel deeply into your body and relax it more. Can you imagine red roots extending from the back of your body down towards the earth? And these roots break through the crust of the earth and go deeper and deeper and deeper, connecting you to the womb of this great earth, the great mother. And through these roots, can you allow a draining out of whatever energy you're holding that doesn't serve you? Let it go. And allow this great mother to take it and compost it and make it something beautiful. So allow it to leave your being. Offer it up for transformation. And then imagine drawing up through these roots into your being whatever will nourish you most. Drinking in this soul medicine through your connection to the earth. And as you do, can you start to feel your life energy expanding? Feel for the pulsing of life inside of you and all around you. Coming home to your deepest truth, to your greatest purpose. Coming home to the beauty that is your own being. Basking in that beauty now. Sweet one, stay here as long as you feel called. Feeling and sensing and experiencing your truth, your beauty, your purpose, your life. And in your own time, you'll start to awaken the body. And bring this renewed vision of yourself into your day. Seeing clearly now. Namaste.